What is going on, y'all? Travis here, back with another episode of Grey's Anatomy. This one is going to be Season 8, Episode 20. We only have like 4 more after this, I think. That means shit's gonna hit the fan soon. That's how they do.
When you're a kid, you always want things to stay the same. The same teacher, same house, same friends. Being a surgeon is no different. You get used to the same attendings, same scrub nurses,
Where y'all going?
same hospital. That all changes the minute 5th year comes around.
Christina! Hey!
And you have to find a new job.
How's Dallas? Bad. Gonna operate circles around the head of the program. I'm sick of all this schlepping. From now on, they're gonna have to come to me.
Y'all
How's
are
yours?
interviewing?
Oh, I'm supposed to leave for Boston tonight, but I think I may cancel.
Idiot cancels the Brigo, huh?
Wait,
Should've
some
killed
people
her.
are gonna
How
leave?
cute is she?
Hi.
Hey, do you need a ride or is someone?
Picking me up? No.
So, how'd it go?
It was great.
Look who's here, Mama. She missed you.
Your idiot wife wants to cancel her interview at the Brigham.
You don't cancel an interview with the best general surgery program in the country.
What'd I say?
Why would we move? Almost finished the house, and you have a job there.
There are other homes in Boston. You're going. End of discussion.
Okay, let's go. I will ride in
Wait,
the back with
people
the
are
girl.
gonna... We better not lose anybody I like.
I snagged the last croissant.
I got a secret.
We gonna have a problem.
If I tell you, you can't tell anybody.
I promise.
I'm in love.
With who?
With whom?
This is getting
You
ridiculous.
better check that.
The NIH? Since when does the NIH bribe residents to come work for them?
Cookie stale.
Crap. Is this hard for you? Having to beg for interviews?
No one is begging.
Maybe that way you'd actually get an interview.
I love Mean Kepner.
I got an interview.
Where?
Places. We got boards in a couple of weeks, and now they want us to go on freaking job interviews. There's only so much crap a guy can have thrown at him before he snaps.
Trouble coming in on the roof. Kepner, come with me.
I gotta leave for my Northwestern interview in an hour.
Avery?
No one's got me all day, Chief. Sorry.
I'm free.
Great.
Not at the bottom of a ravine.
Hypothermia, frostbite.
Can you tell us your name? Let's go.
Go, out of the way.
Just try to
Those
stay
drums
calm.
kick in, you know. About to get wild. Is that a hand mark or something?
You weren't hiking out there, were you?
What's the holdup, Gray?
I'm staying in. Get me an apron.
I'm gonna stay with you. I'm not leaving.
Someone put her in there?
tibial fracture. Rib fractures,
Someone
too.
did that?
How far did she fall?
Don't know. Some hikers found her.
Jane Doe looks to be around 15 years old. I want you to take a look at her. Anywhere in the
She's
back
only
on my interviews?
15.
You've been working on it for a couple of weeks,
You're an acquired taste, like blue cheese.
so now I'm stinky cheese.
You can
That's
tell
probably why I
Hunt
like
this
you.
isn't a PEDS case. She's an adult. The growth plates have closed. These are fractures that never healed right.
Or were never treated. I've seen injuries like this in Iraq, in patients who were tortured.
She was abused. It's all over the x-rays.
Here, we have to call the police.
Just stay calm. I don't know anything for sure until she talks.
There's an aneurysm in her celiac artery. I'll need to put a graft in.
Wait, you were running from someone. No one's gonna hurt you. We just need to know your name.
He called me Susan, but I think it's Holly.
What the fuck?
Beneath the purple tab, you'll find case studies. Under the yellow tab, a list of programs. Under the green tab...
Dr. Kepner's cheerful demeanor, pleasant bedside manner made my recovery period a true pleasure. This one's 5 pages.
Moving on to the blue tab, awards and accolades.
They're
Yes,
all over
her
it.
name was
She's
Holly
too
Wheeler.
much.
We don't know anything
Dial
yet.
it
Let's
back,
not jump
Cap.
to conclusions.
She was in the grocery store with her mom, and somebody just took her. Summer of 2000.
So this could be her. She was probably 8 or 9.
She was 6, and they weren't in the supermarket. They were outside. Her mom bumped into a friend. That's how long it took for her to realize that her child wasn't there anymore. Story runs through my head every time Tuck walks out the door. I don't know if this is her, so please, let's just stop talking about it and operate.
You stopped for a moment?
The police want us to check for a birthmark under her arm. The other side, further up.
Delivery for Dr. Yang.
Thank you.
That's not for you.
Call a cop. There's one over there.
Who's on my job now?
Cleveland, good. Great impressive. I'm not gonna grovel.
You know we're as good a program as Cleveland.
Those guys there are so funny.
And as far as teachers, I'm a catch. And I'm groveling. It's sweet. Oh, come on, let's go.
They wiggle your toes. Painful? You hit your head pretty hard when you fell. You're doing great, okay?
Holly, I'm Dr. Fincher. Is it okay if the police ask you a few questions? Only if you feel up to it.
Know her from something.
Do you know his name, Holly? The man that was keeping you?
It's okay. Joseph Ingalls.
That's great. Now, can you tell us anything about where you were living?
It was a house, 1 story. It has a basement.
Could you hear cars?
He didn't let me go outside.
Holly, we can stop if you need to. Let us know.
Maybe we should take a break. Sure.
You should have called me the minute you talked to the police.
Major brain and abdominal injuries. My first concern was keeping her alive.
Protocol is to call psych right away. You didn't. Our patient is bonded with a surgeon, Dr. Grayfine. That's who Holly has chosen. There's no breaking that bond now.
What's going on?
But it's best that you stay with Holly, at least until her parents arrive.
Holly spent the last 12 years with little to no control over anything in her life. Whatever she wants, she gets, including you. Have to work together on this.
Okay.
Family's waiting for my call.
I'm flattered that she likes me, but I have a really important job at Irving.
Did you need me to reschedule your flight?
I take the last flight out tonight and get a cab from here.
Okay.
If that's enough time.
Hang in there.
Tough case.
Why the fuck they all interview? I swear to God, these people better not be leaving.
Parking lot. I think I might be out of my depth here.
I'll deal with the parents. You call Phil in security and have him double the guard presence. You go home. Make sure all your suits are clean. You'll need them for the press conference. You'll be okay, hon.
What is she like? Did she speak English? Or is it like that Jodie Foster in the Woods movie?
She's not really speaking. She was just flipping through the channels. And the TV reception in the basement wasn't that great.
Are you trying to get out of your interview?
I'm going. I want to.
Really? Because it seems like you want to stay and raise happy cutie babies with your happy cutie husband. Since when did you turn into such a sap?
What do you guys know about Carson Methodist?
Nothing. I'd like to keep it that way.
Robin set it up for me. I can't not go.
I've enjoyed our time together. We are officially on different career paths. It's only polite to say goodbye.
Closer to Canada than fucking Toledo.
It's her.
I'd know you anywhere. You are still my perfect baby girl. I know it soon, but I would like to hug you. Would that be okay?
Oh, my baby girl.
I hope they find the fucker that did this.
We're a new
Fucking
program,
nasty
so we're on
ass
the verge of
fucker.
something great here.
Oh, stud.
Oh, yeah. We're about to upgrade our NICU. Just waiting on the final round of funding. That's why we were so excited to get Dr. Robbins' call. He told us all about that money you raised for those African kids. Linda, these are the discharge papers for the liver transplant.
You're discharging a liver transplant?
We're not equipped to deal with cases that serious yet. You hungry? Let's make your own Sunday day at the cafeteria. You'll love it.
Oh.
Seems about Ohio.
Oh, hey. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought you were kidnapper.
No,
offense.
You hear they caught him last night?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why
good.
I'm here. Actually, I needed more suits press conferences.
Yeah, I'm from Michigan.
thought you were studying
Michigan and Ohio, we don't like each other.
home to take a
It's all in
shower.
good fun, though.
Clear up, and I'll get out of your hair.
You know, just stay here.
No.
No, I'm staying at Emeritus until the boards. So just stay.
You sure?
Until the boards are over.
He looking good in that shirt, but I don't like him.
I'll go. Give you some privacy.
Your first day of school, 6th birthday. Looks like that's where the bunny came from. So today, Dr. Torres will be realigning your arm.
I really think that this would work. Give me some photo albums and a stuffed animal, and we'd be normal again.
They are just trying to help you remember. You're only 6.
Tell them that I remember all of it. First day of school and my 6th birthday. Like, I remember the first time he made me take my clothes off, and how hard he kicked me when I didn't act like I liked it. Or how his breath smelled like cigarettes. How I could have gotten away a bunch of times, but every time I made it outside, I hear his voice inside my head. That they didn't want me, that I was dead to them. The only reason I finally ran away was because he told me that he was gonna take another girl. Because I was too old and used up and disgusting now. Tell them that.
That never
Burn 'em.
healed properly. First
Set
time.
him on fire.
The patient is in good spirits.
Thank you, Dr. Torres. How does Holly feel about Joseph being captured?
And her parents. When can we talk to them?
I'm sure the Wheelers would appreciate some privacy.
Is it true Holly's refusing to speak to them?
It's not complicated at all.
Frank.
It's a monster who stole our kid for 12 years.
Holly's in a fragile state. She'll need all of us to abide by her wishes.
She was brainwashed by him. She doesn't know what she wants.
Possibly. But she still has feelings of blame and resentment that she has to process. You're still strangers to her.
Because you won't let us go in there and be her parent.
Did you show her the photo album? Did she remember?
Not even the bunny. She loved that thing.
She didn't remember. I'm sorry.
She'll come back to you. It might take some time, but the memories are still there. You just have to be patient.
I haven't heard back yet from Northwestern, and I know you're close with Dr. Mitchell. Have you,
Yes, he said your resume was impressive. Keep your options open, though. He wasn't sure if it was a match personality-wise.
Personality? I'm asking for a job, not a date to the prom.
Sorry. Hello?
It's because people think you're annoying, honey. That's why. I don't. I like you.
You would have to break this arm 3 or 4 times to get this amount of scar
But
tissue. The humerus is pretty strong.
you're a
even
little
in a young kid.
exhausting.
It makes you sick just thinking about the amount of force it took to break it.
Oh, can we talk about something else?
I mean, who knows what they hear subconsciously? Maybe it wouldn't hurt to come up with conversation about something other than every parent's worst nightmare.
Avery scored an interview at UCLA.
That's good. Let's hear about that.
Top 10 program, which is impressive.
Don't leave
It's just
me.
as much a reflection on me as a teacher.
Don't leave me.
How's Canada?
Canada would have been better than that dump.
You want me to call the chief at Duke? He'll do anything I tell him, even except you.
What's Hunt gonna do anyway if you leave? You say Duke, and he's on the next plane. Guy's so whipped.
She's not going to Duke. This is a great program and would be crazy to leave.
That's because you want to play shrink to your patient.
What am I supposed to do?
How's she doing anyway?
Great, better. Found 2 granola bars under her bed this morning, but at least she didn't lie about where they came from. Fincher says she's talking more in therapy. She's not talking to Frank and Kathleen. And kept 5 miles away from their house, and they didn't find her. You don't just get over something like that.
Maybe she can move in with you when we all leave.
5 miles? Are you fucking serious?
Dale, baby?
She gonna be having an affair with, gonna be
Are
sleeping.
you ready for dinner?
This is a private room. Get out.
You get that man out of here.
Dr. Weber.
It's assault. He took advantage of my wife. He's a predator. If you don't get him out, I will sue.
Dr. Weber, Alan has Alzheimer's. Quite progressed, further along than your wife's even. He's not a predator. He's a patient here.
Fuck, what do you do?
You know, I don't have to tell you that Columbia has a cutting-edge cardio program that shows you just how serious we are about...
Pass me the butter.
You should come to New York to visit. You like theater?
Oh, I hate musicals. I do like wine, though.
Waiter, more wine.
There's an old fracture in your pelvis that Dr. Torres is concerned about.
Play them all.
At first, I thought it
Play
might
'em
have happened when you ran
all.
away. This injury's a lot older than that. Do you remember when the pain first started? A fall, maybe?
No, I don't. Oh, maybe it happened after I had the baby. It was a few years ago. I think it died. I couldn't walk for a long time after. I mean, it must have happened then, right?
Yes,
I'm sorry, I didn't.
No,
Should I not have said anything?
Sorry I'm late.
It's been a while since you've been in my OR.
Has Gray been ditching you two for interviews? Christina has been so distracted.
You know who she's talking to today?
Stanford, I think.
Stanford? Since when has she been interested in Stanford?
You would be a fool not to pursue cardio at Stanford. Kind of like General at the Brigham.
The program director was very understanding when I called.
You know how many strings I had to pull to get you in there?
What am I supposed to do?
Stanford, I mean, that is just far. Hunt is really okay with that?
Gray, will you tie these vessels off?
She doesn't need to worry about some jerk taking her picture in the hall. Help me, okay? Help me keep her safe.
It won't happen again.
That seems also, they're allowed to do that? The media, even though she's a
He
minor?
needed you to sign off on the stem cell paperwork. People have cameras on their phones. He can't expect you to ban phones from the hospital.
I can make sure that the hallways are clear before they move her. Security keeps a lookout. I'm not thinking in over my head. I wasn't supposed to be the chief. I wasn't supposed to be this guy. I'm failing.
You're doing the best you can.
Did you just have so much fun playing with Zola?
Zola, good evening. Good evening.
Tucker. Hey, where's Tuck?
He was just here.
Even though it's your job to know where my son is?
Sorry, when's the last time you saw him?
A few minutes ago, he was right here.
Call code pink right now.
No, there's a protocol for a code.
Hey, my son is missing. You took your eyes off of him. Now, you pick up that phone and you make that call right now or I will have your throat.
Just do it.
Just call the call pink.
Yes, we have a code pink. 5-year-old boy missing. I'm not sure how long.
Please, don't just stand there. Help me find him. He's probably screaming. If there's a stranger. Oh, God, he's screaming.
Oh.
Dr. Bailey, he had a nosebleed. I took him to the nurse.
What? There you are. Come here. Let me see you. Let me see that tissue. Oh my goodness.
Where was he?
To
Nosebleed.
Get you an ice cream. Yeah, and let's go home. Let's get some ice cream. Oh, I can't believe you had a nosebleed.
And that should just about do it.
We are really skipping.
Most of
How
our
many
candidates
days?
can't
What
get
is
the
happening?
detail on the triangular fossa.
This whole surgeon thing doesn't pan out, then I guess I could take my act on the road.
I think people would pay good money for that, especially when they hear it's made by Harper Avery's grandson. Which reminds me, do you think that he'd ever be interested in doing a lecture here? We've been after him for years.
You're a name brand. You're like the freaking Ritz-Carlton of surgeons.
Because he knows deep down he's more of a roadside motel. She's going for the soup. Oh, bold move. She's gonna have to talk to the soup guy.
Looking confident. And she bails. No soup Raleigh.
She looks terrified. Would you just go buy her some soup? No, she's going home soon, and Dr. Fincher says she has to learn to do things for herself.
You're gonna finally have to go to Boston for your interview.
Just beware, they may judge you more on your personality than what really matters.
Meredith's not like you. Her personality doesn't suck.
Oh, pizza station.
Whatever. You know what? Those programs can suck it. You know what? I like me.
What makes one of us? You make it so easy. Just be a little less you.
What are you doing? Claire Hyatt just called to tell me you walked out on on your interview. Call her back, apologize.
Look, I respectfully withdrew my application. Freaking Robbins.
So I didn't actually speak to anyone, but I did go to the self-serve station, and it actually wasn't that hard. Looks good.
You know who's an awesome mentor?
Oh, you're gonna say me, and we're gonna high five, right?
Sloan. He gets Avery interviews at hospitals who have more to offer than the Sundays in their cafeteria.
I just heard back from a colleague in Florida, and he's dying to meet you.
Florida?
Why are you doing this? I thought you liked me.
That's why I've spent tons of time turning you into a great doctor. Well, what, you're gonna ditch me for some other program?
You don't want me to go. You've been tanking my recommendations.
I know, it's awful. I feel really guilty, but you don't know how hard it is to find a good peds fellow, and I'm not gonna let them take my best candidate.
I'm your best?
Go away.
Get on the phone, tell the people you actually respect that I'm the best. Yale, Baylor, Brown.
I'm not gonna help you leave.
You want me to stay here because I want to, not because I have no other choice. Call.
Don't leave.
Hey.
Nobody leave. Everybody
That was a
stay
pretty big
forever.
deal. Braving that cafeteria line is pretty major for those of us who haven't been kept in a basement for 12 years. Us who haven't been through what you've been through.
Why do you do that? Talk around it. The therapist and my parents, and what I've been through is being kicked and raped and slapped and starved. I mean, I get it. It was my life. I didn't get to talk to him about my life with my parents, and now I don't get to talk to anyone about him.
But you can't talk about him.
No, I can't. You won't get it.
Try me.
He wasn't only bad. Sometimes he was okay. He'd let me go upstairs and we'd watch stuff together. Movies. And it was like it was normal. And when I came back here, I turned on the TV and there was this movie on that we watched together, and I started to miss him. And I know that's bad. Don't tell the shrink
I think
that I said
that's
anything.
common
'cause
though,
she-
right? For people, their
gonna ask me how I
captors
feel
or
about
whatever,
it.
to
I
develop
don't know.
feelings, because that's all they know.
All I know is I should be happy that I'm here and not there. But sometimes I'm not.
That's okay. However you feel is okay.
They've called 3 times to see if you'd received it. What self-respecting program's in the fruit basket anyway? Fruit just says your program sucks.
Who's that?
Hopkins.
Hopkins in Maryland.
Yeah.
Hopkins is a great program. And they're recruiting you. That's something to be proud of.
Thanks. Bye.
Do you want an apple?
You have a better view of the pond. I heard that Mrs. Thompson across the hall has a great movie collection. Adele, what is it?
He hasn't come to visit or call. I don't know what I did wrong.
You did nothing wrong, honey. It's just
You're married.
I'm your husband. I'm right here. This is us. On our wedding day, your mother took it right after the ceremony.
Look at them.
You and we're married?
Yes, honey. Proposed on New Year's, and we were married the Valentine's after. My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Your looks are laughable, unphotographable.
Alan?
Yet
Where's Alan? Can you help me find him, sir, please? He wouldn't just disappear. He loves me. Alan, where are you? Please come home, baby. Please.
The CT showed a leak in her celiac artery graft. You have to take her into the OR right away. I think you should go in and say goodbye to her before we take her to surgery.
You go do that. Help her, please.
This is very serious.
She doesn't trust us like she trusts you. Take care of her, please. She's crashing.
She's gonna die.
She arrested. I need to crack her chest.
Get some drapes. I need some suction. Suction? Let's get those lines.
Patient is 18-year-old female Holly Wheeler.
She's
Altman?
18? I thought she
I
was
got
15.
the page from Dr. Yang. We discovered that the previous graft had become infected. She arrested. We had to restart internal cardiac massage. And fortunately, we were able to resuscitate her. Bailey was able to repair the graft. Other than some initial touch and go in the CCU, she has been stable ever
Oh,
since.
good.
Recommendation?
Patient is healthy and ready to go home.
Neuro?
Sign off.
Ortho?
We're good.
Plastics?
Send her home.
General? Dr. Bailey.
Dr. Bailey signs off.
As far as surgery is concerned, she's set to go home. Thank you, everyone. And especially a thank you to Dr. Gray. Okay, that's enough. Let's get back to work. Great job, please.
They're good parents, right? I mean, they seem like good parents.
They've been here every day since you came in.
Man, like, what
All
a
day.
fucking
Just in
story.
case you want to see them. I have a daughter, and I know I would want to hold her and never let go. They have tried to give you space, just tried to understand what this must be like for you. Just give them a chance. Talk to them the way you talk to me.
Car's all packed. We have everything.
Yeah, I think so. We can't thank you enough.
Of course.
I don't want to leave this behind.
Yeah. Actually, I do. It just reminds me of everything that I missed out on. I'm sorry. I know that it means a lot to you guys, so we can take it if you want.
No, we can leave it. It's one of those things people say. You can't move on until you've let go of the past.
You have to make her stay. She just told me that she is flying to New York tonight to visit Columbia, and they are going to roll out the red carpet for her. Pretty soon, we are going to be one of 10 places that she can pick, and we are going to lose her. She is gifted and brilliant, and this hospital can't lose her.
It's her decision. I can't make her stay.
You are her husband. Fix it and make her stay.
You make her stay. You're the head of cardio. If you want her to stay, you make it happen. And don't you ever talk to me about my wife again. I'm your chief, not your friend. You've made that very clear.
Letting go is the easy part.
That's fair.
It's the moving on that's painful.
You have a good life here. Friends. Well, sometimes, well, I can get in the way of all of that. Of course, now, if you need anything, just pick up the phone. I'll come right over. I love you, Adele. I always will.
He's gonna stop coming to see her? That's so shitty. But she doesn't, I mean, that, fuck, man.
Alan, come and sit down. I was just on my way out.
Where have you been? I've been waiting for you.
So sometimes we fight it.
That's sad.
Try and keep things the same.
Be less you? How do you be less yourself?
There. Less you.
Stud. Stud.
You put on your suit?
I gotta be at Yale first thing in the morning. My flight gets delayed. What if you go in there looking like a hobo in a wrinkled-ass jacket?
Where'd you learn that?
I'm an Avery. You know these things.
So I rescheduled my interview at Brigham, and I leave in an hour.
Cheers to that.
Jackson, we gotta go.
And we're out.
Yeah.
Happy interview, losers. I should go too.
Don't leave.
It's Yale. No way in hell am I missing that flight to hang out with you two drunks.
Don't choke. Bartender.
Yeah.
2 tequilas, please.
2 more.
You know, this wouldn't be a totally bad bar to hang out at if we miss our flights. Plenty of traveling salesmen to hit on.
My husbands would never know.
Cheers.
Cheers. Things can't stay the same, though.
Hell, free flight to New York. I'd say wish me luck, but I don't need it.
Christina, you really want to do this?
We've been preparing for this for the past 5 years. Of course I want to leave.
No.
You should too.
At some point, you just have to let go.
Don't leave. No.
Move on.
No.
So if Miranda Bailey tells me I need to meet a young surgeon, and it's obvious I need to meet them. Still, before we go any further, I need to know how serious you are about our program, moving to Boston.
Because no matter how painful it is, very serious. It's the only way we grow.
Y'all, did they think the show was gonna end or something after this season? Because they making it sound like some of these people be leaving, and I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I don't know anything that happens, and I don't know any spoilers. And yet again, another reminder: if you spoil, you get banished for life. And I'm not fucking around. I feel like everything's gonna get shaken up, and we're gonna lose some people, and I don't want to. Like, what do you mean? Like, I love everybody. Like, don't do this. Don't put them other places. Everybody's got to stay. What? It's like they're building it up to be the end. And I know it's not. This episode was good, man. That story with that girl, like, that is sad. Holly, man, like that. First of all, I feel like when you are found out, like when you're found and convicted, and like, I feel like you should just be fucking lit on fire. I don't think you should be able to be living out your life in prison. Like, you do shit like that, you are below the scum of the earth. Like, there is no rehabbing, or there's no forgiveness or growth or anything from like that. That's just like a disgusting, vile human being. Light them up. Let me know what y'all thought about this one. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.